I'm struggling. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today is episode 9, recipe number 5. We are making Sichuan chicken salad. If you want to see how we selected that recipe, there's a link right here. You know, when we first drew this recipe, I was kind of like, I don't want to eat that. I'm a picky eater. We've discussed this. There's nothing really in there that I'm like, yes, I want to eat that. So we're just going to go for it. We're going to try it, try new things. It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. So the ingredients for this recipe. Story time. All right. First, we decide we're going to go to Fresh Market because we think of all of the stores, this will have all of the weird, unusual ingredients that are in this recipe. So we decide to go there first thinking they'll have the unusual stuff and then we can also get our regular stuff. So we get there and they don't have the unusual stuff that made us go there in the first place. So we leave there and we have everything except for chili oil, Sichuan peppercorns, and dry sherry. So we're driving home and we think, okay, we'll go to the Asian market. We're on our way to this Asian market to get chili oil and Sichuan peppercorns because hopefully they will have them. But Charlie's in the video. Say hi to Charlie, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
So we get there and we are looking all over the place for this chili oil. We cannot find it anywhere. So then we ask this guy and he's like, oh yeah, we do have it. We've been out of it forever. And he literally goes and pulls it out of like a closed box on the floor. So we got so lucky that we were able to find that. We ended up getting 2 bottles just for, safety. And that we would also have it if we need it again for other recipes. They unfortunately did not have Sichuan peppercorns. So we went to this place called the Spice and Tea Exchange in downtown Bentonville. And they have all of the spices you could ever need in your entire life. And so we get there and of course they have it. Thank God. Charlie went straight to it. So while we're also there, we see that they have mortar and pestles for sale. Well, when we realized that we were going to need a mortar and pestle for this recipe, I go on Amazon, I order one. 2 days later, shows up broken, of course. So I arrange an exchange where I'd go drop it off at Kohl's and they send me another one. 2 days later, shows up and that one is broken too. That was really frustrating. So luckily at the Spice and Tea Exchange, they had mortar and pestles for sale. And luckily it was only like $17. So we have one. It's itty bitty, but it'll work for what we need. All right. Then we needed dry sherry. Well, there's a liquor store about a block from our house. And we go there and we ask the guy behind the counter, we say, do you have dry sherry? And he's like, no. Had no idea what we were even talking about. So then as we're in the car, I call the next nearest liquor store and I say, do you have dry sherry? She's like, yep. I said, okay, we're on our way. So we get there. There's no dry sherry. Not one bottle. So this guy, he goes and he looks behind the storage area behind the counter and no dry sherry. He's back there for like 5 minutes. Then he goes to like the back. And he's gone for it felt like 30 minutes. And he comes back and he has the bottle of dry sherry. That was our adventure. It took like 7 hours. Not really, but it felt like it. So this will make this recipe that much more meaningful because we really had to put some heart into getting these ingredients. All right, guys, let's get started. Sichuan chicken salad. First things first, put the chicken skin sides down into the pot. Add the scallion whites. And these we're going to go ahead and cut for the salad later, but they're not going to actually go into the chicken yet. Ginger. Smashed. Since we're just putting it in a pot, I didn't peel the ginger because I figured it's not really you're not gonna actually eat it. Garlic, 2 large garlic cloves. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Then it says add the water and the sherry, 4 cups of water. And 1/4 cup of dry sherry. Smells like wine that's gone bad. All right, so now we turn this on and we bring it to a boil. And then once it starts to boil, you put the lid on and then you turn the stove off and it just continues to cook. Now we wait. So we've got a little piece like sitting out of the water and I'm a little concerned that it might not cook. I think it'll be okay. I'm just gonna say that it's gonna be okay. So we're at a rolling boil, and what we do now is we cover it and we turn it off. I'm prepping stuff while we wait for that to cook. 1/3 cup of peanuts. I thought they'd be bouncing all over the place. They're actually really easy to chop. 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. 1 English cucumber halved and seeded. All right, halved lengthwise, seeded and thinly sliced crosswise on a bias. Cucumbers are cut. Our timer is about to go off. I'm gonna check on the chicken. Nope, we're not there yet. We're only at like 130, so I need to let it go for about 10 more minutes. It needs to be at 160. I had to turn the induction cooktop back on because the chicken wasn't getting up to temperature and the water around it was only at like 160, so I thought it wasn't gonna make it there. So this isn't like a chicken salad per se. It is a chicken salad. Like, you know, like American chicken salad that's got like mayonnaise and cucumbers or whatever you put in it. And it was his take on that in the cookbook is what he said. He said, chicken salad is generally just pretty mediocre. And this is supposed to make it like awesome and have a Sichuan twist. And hopefully it will be very good. I don't like cucumbers. I don't like scallions. Things aren't looking good for me. Just gonna say it. Hopefully I like it. I don't want to be disappointed. But you know what? Charlie's gonna love this one. 172. We're good. We're good. We're good. Take the lid off. And take the pot off. And we let that cool for 30 to 45 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to toast the Sichuan peppercorns. So I've never done this before. So we're gonna wing it. 1 teaspoon. This is what I've seen him do on the TV shows. Ooh, I smell them. Do you smell that? They're so smoky. Say they're good. Then we put them in the mortar and pestle. And then we grind them up. So now I'm gonna go ahead and make the dressing. It's 2 tablespoons of chili oil, 2 tablespoons of tahini. Ooh, it's like really runny. 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. 1.5 tablespoons of sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 1 teaspoon of Sichuan peppercorns, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Then we whisk that together. Ooh, that smells. I don't know if it smells good, but it has a smell. Well, we have dressing. Now we just have to wait for the chicken to cool and we can make our salad. I got the book dirty. Gives it character. Ooh, it's ew. Tahini. We'll see in a little bit. We're getting the chicken out. And it says to remove the skin and the bones. This is making terrible noises. How do you enjoy the sound of flesh ripping from the bones? It's kind of hot still. 1 down, 1 to go. All right. Second one down. I need to wash my hands. It says add about 2 tablespoons of the dressing. Seems close enough. And then take a wooden spoon to smash the meat. Gotta get it into like little bite-sized pieces. I think we're good. Add the cucumber and 3/4 each of the peanuts and scallion greens. And add the remaining dressing. Oops, loudness. And toss. It looks pretty good, don't you think? I'm making a mess. Making a mess. Transfer to a serving bowl and sprinkle with remaining peanuts and scallions. Transfer. Everything's fine. Everything is really fine. And then you top with the remaining scallions and peanuts. That's so many green onions. So many. Well, I'm gonna fix myself a plate and give it a try. It's okay. It's really spicy. It's like really spicy. I think there's too much sesame oil. I keep thinking I'm biting a bone, but it's just a peanut. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't think that I would ever make it again for myself. More for Charlie. So, we made it. I didn't like it. Not that it's a bad recipe. Charlie says exceptional things and that he loves it and that it will be lunch. It was easy to make. I think that there's just too much sesame oil in it and it was super spicy and I don't eat a lot of spicy food. So it just kind of overpowered it for me. I think if maybe you like spicy food, that you'd get more of the flavor of all the other things because you wouldn't just be dominated by all the heat. Charlie's over there eating it right now. He loves it so much. Okay. There are going to be some ones that we just don't like. Hopefully the next one will be awesome and I'm just going to eat it up like crazy. There are going to be so many that we just absolutely love and then there's just going to be some where it's like, well, that wasn't very good. But oh well. It's fun and the experience is amazing and I'm so happy that I'm doing this. Thank you guys so much for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing this video. It helps us grow our audience. We really like doing this and I hope that you guys like watching it. Leave us comments. Let us know how we're doing. All right. I'll see you guys next week when we select recipe number 6. Hopefully it's a good one. Chili oil?